My name is Chisunga. I'm a Form 3 student from Pugu Secondary School. We are the students from Pugu Secondary School. We have prepared an experiment of chemistry about the rate of chemical reaction. We have several factors concerning the rate of chemical reaction that affect it. One of it is about concentration. So today we are going to mainly elaborate about the concentration, how affect the chemical reaction. We have prepared the apparatuses concerning about our experiments. One of the apparatus are the beaker. We have also the measuring cylinders. We have also even the those which we are going to use them at the part of the experiment, which the question regards us to do that. One of them is about the sodium thiosulfate, which one is going to be used as the P1 of the experiment. Also, we have the hydrochloric acid. Also, we have prepared the plain paper with the X, whereas we see that upon when you're performing the experiment, we see that one of the factors which concentration affects the rate of reaction, as we say that as you increase the concentration is when you add the volume of sodium thiosulfate, also when you add the volume of hydrochloric acid plus the dilute water is when the X disappears due to the increase of time. So this one we say that as you increase the volume, and as you increase the volume is when also the rate of chemical reaction increases, but also the time decreases. So that's how concentration affects the rate of chemical reaction. Thank you and welcome for the experiment. This is water, 20 cubic centimeter of water. Now it is the turn for the hydrochloric acid so as to start our reaction. Without forgetting, we are first going to start our stopwatches so as to measure the time. Now, our stopwatches now are restarted. Now we are going to start. Now we have started our stopwatches. So as the time goes is when our X is going to disappear. So this one, it will reveal that as the time goes is when the rate of reaction increases. So here we have added water so as to vary the concentration of sodium thiosulfate. Our X has started to disappear. And now, as we see that our X has totally not seen because the reaction has taken place. So now it's time for measuring the time. The time we measured is almost 2 minutes and 22 seconds.
My name is Manyama Thomas. We are group number A. We are required to do experiment 1, which was required to find the time taken and the rate of the reaction between sodium thiosulfate together with hydrochloric acid, in which we have provided with 5 centimeter cubic of sodium sulfate together with 25 hydrochloric acid as well as distilled water. Now I'm going to write what we have done in our experiment 1. We have provided with volume of P1, volume of P3, as well as volume of P2. We are required to find the time taken for the reaction to reach the end of the reaction. Also, we have required to find the rate of the reaction. Therefore, in our experiment 1, we have provided with volume of sodium sulfate, which is indicated by P1, which was 5 centimeter cubic. Also, volume of P3, which 2 centimeter cubic, as well as volume of P2, which is 25 centimeter cubic. The time taken for the reaction between 5 centimeter cubic of sodium thiosulfate as well as volume of P2, which is 25 centimeter cubic, we have the time taken for the reaction is 142 seconds. In order to get the rate of the reaction, we are going to take 1 over second. 1 over second, we get the rate of the reaction. By converting 142 seconds into the rate, we get 0.007 per second. That is the rate of the reaction. I have already written the data which we are recording in experiment 1. We have provided with 5 centimeter cubic of sodium sulfate, which react with 25 centimeter cubic of hydrochloric acid, in which we are recorded to find the time taken for the reaction to take place. In the time taken for the reaction to take place, we have obtained 142 seconds, in which we are required to convert such time into the rate of the reaction to take place. By converting the time into the rate of reaction to take place, we have obtained 0.07 per second. Thank you. Here group 1, which we have recorded to find the time taken for the experiment 1.
So also here, for what we did for the first, we are also going to do for the same from these ones. They did the same, where these ones, they got almost 169 seconds from the experiment which they did. Here the student is measuring 25 cubic centimeter of the hydrochloric acid.
My name is Lucas Jackson. I'm a Form C student at Pugu Secondary School. I'm here to explain the experiment number 2. We are, as group number 2, we have discussed about the effect of concentration on the rate of chemical reaction. We have given the data which the volume of sodium sulfate, which we have given 10 cubic centimeter, and we have given 15 the volume of water cubic centimeter, and also we have given the concentration of hydrochloric acid, which is 25 cubic centimeter. So now I'm going to explain the time which I've taken so as the reaction to reach to the completion. We have did the experiment number 2. we have given the P1, which represents the sodium thiosulfate 10 centimeter cubic, and also have given the volume of water, which is 15 cubic centimeter, and also we have given the volume of hydrochloric acid, which is 25 cubic centimeter. So after doing the experiment, we have observed that the X disappeared, so as to observe that the reaction have reached the completion by using the 69 seconds. So when you have converted these 69 seconds so as to obtain the rate of chemical reaction, we have converted this, we got 0.014 per second. So this implies that as you increase the volume of sodium thiosulfate, the rate of chemical reaction is going to increase also. Also, the volume of water, as it decreases, and the second, they are going to decrease, so as the rate of the chemical reaction to increase. That it was group number 2. The aim of doing this experiment, it is to determine the effect of concentration on the rate of chemical reaction. We have seen that when you increase the concentration of the sodium thiosulfate, the rate of chemical reaction is going to increase also, but the time is going to decrease. So that was our activity. Thank you.